perfume capital of India. We're going to dig into how a craft that's literally steeped in centuries of tradition is being bottled, branded, and sold to us today in the modern age. And we'll do it all just by looking at how one heritage brand tells its own story online. Let's see what we can find out.
Okay, so right off the bat, the brand sets this incredible scene. It's not about a product, is it? It's about a legend. This line isn't just slick marketing. It's an invitation into this whole other world of royalty, luxury, and mystique. It makes one thing crystal clear. You're not just buying a scent, you're buying a piece of history.
So how do they actually build that identity? Well, it all starts with a really powerful claim about where they come from. By calling their scents soulful and saying they're born in the heart of India, they're framing the entire experience around one thing: authenticity. And notice the name they use, Perfumes of Kannauj. That's actually a really smart move. See, they're not just a brand from Kannauj, they're positioning themselves as the curators of the city's entire legacy. It's like they're saying, we are the keepers of this deep historical craft. Now, this whole heritage thing is anchored in one core product, attar. They call it the fragrance of royal heritage. But if you're anything like me, you're probably wondering, what exactly is attar and what makes it so special? It's a really important question, right? Because before we can get all starry-eyed about the history, we kind of need to understand what the product actually is. And luckily, the brand knows we're going to ask that. And here is their answer. Attar is presented as something just fundamentally different from the perfumes we're used to. Three things really jump out. It's 100% natural, it's alcohol-free, and it's positioned as the actual soul of this heritage. That purity, that's the heart of its appeal. The brand also makes a big deal about the process by specifically naming the digbabka method, which is this ancient distillation technique. They're selling way more than a scent. They're selling authenticity, real craftsmanship, and a direct line back to the past. And it's not just the brand saying this stuff. This customer quote, it perfectly mirrors the official message. It hits on elegance, natural ingredients, and that almost spiritual idea of capturing a soul. It's pretty clear the story is connecting with people. But here's the twist. This brand isn't just some museum of ancient smells. No way. They're actively building a bridge from the past straight into the present. And they're expanding from that traditional core into a whole universe of modern aromas. This table lays it all out just perfectly. On the left, you've got the traditional stuff: attar, rosewater, even gulakand, which is a sweet rose preserve. But then on the right, you see the modern offerings: perfumes for men and women, essential oils, and even French and Arabic takes on attar. This shows a brand that really gets its history and its modern customer. And just look at the language here. The way they talk about these two product lines is completely different. Attar is all about heritage, soul, and royal courts. The perfume, though, that's marketed with modern goals. It's iconic. It's a luxury fragrance, and it gives you a signature scent that lasts. They're speaking two different languages to two totally different mindsets. But hey, a fragrance only really comes to life when you actually experience it. So enough of what the brand has to say. Let's hear from the customers themselves and see how these different products are really being perceived. So here's Janice, who is clearly drawn to those traditional values. Notice how this review hits all the key points the brand was making about attar: natural, alcohol-free, and that direct connection to craftsmanship. It's a perfect match between what's being marketed and what's being experienced. And then you've got Julia. Her focus isn't on tradition at all. It's on performance and modern luxury. She's talking about how long it lasts, its richness, feeling refreshed, all the things you want from a premium modern perfume. She's definitely buying into that signature scent promise. And finally, Paul's review highlights a whole other angle: wellness. For him, the product isn't about wearing a scent on his body, it's about creating an environment. This shows how the brand has successfully tapped into that huge modern aromatherapy market, extending their whole pure natural idea into a totally new category. So what does this all tell us? Well, the brand's story is really one of a very careful balancing act. They're honoring a deep, deep legacy while cleverly adopting it for today's world, basically redefining tradition for a whole new audience.
This whole thing brings up a much bigger question. In a world that's flooded with mass-produced global brands, how does an ancient craft like this even manage to thrive online? The answer, it seems, comes down to 4 key things.
It all starts with heritage, selling a powerful story of royal courts and timeless elegance. That story is backed up by nature, the promise of pure, natural, botanical ingredients. That, in turn, connects to our emotion, our desire for a signature scent that creates unforgettable memories. And finally, none of this would work without smart commerce, packaging it all up in a slick, user-friendly online store that makes this ancient craft available to anyone with just a click.
Ultimately, it really all boils down to the single powerful idea from their About Us page. They're not just selling scented oils, they're selling moments suspended in time. They've managed to take something ancient and make it personal, make it accessible to anyone, anywhere in the world. And that really makes you wonder, what other timeless crafts are out there, just waiting for their digital redefinition?